Hey y'all. So here we have three of my Blackhawk CQC holsters. These are all with matte finish. Have this one here is for my HK USP 45 compact, my Breda 92, and my 1911. These are by far my favorite holster, outside the waistband holster that I've used. I really like the retention system on here. Kind of goes natural. You know, you grab the handgun, pull it out, and your finger is exactly where it needs to be. You know, your finger's not around a trigger, anything like that. It's exactly where it needs to be. It's cut so that when you pull out of your holster, you can look at your target without taking your eyes off, so you can constantly assess your target. It's made so that it's cut so that the holster is cleared quickly by the pistol with your eyes on target. You can fire and then put it back easily without ever taking your eyes off your target. I think that's a pretty nice feature, the way these are cut. Like as I said, my favorite feature though is the finger detent. It is fully adjustable. It's modular. You got screws here. You can adjust. It also I have all these set up as a paddle holster because I like the paddle holster. You can adjust the cant. You can adjust the depth that it sits on your side. You can have it set either high, low. You can have it forward, you can have it back. And then you can also, it has here the belt loop configuration. So you can take the paddle off, put this on. You can also adjust this for cant and depth. You can adjust this right here for different width of belts so that it always sits in one spot. And then on this here, it also has a couple clips, a couple hooks that you can put on back to add so that it'll stay put on your belt even more firmly than it does. I haven't found that I need it. I use a really thick web belt, a really wide web belt, so it stays on pretty good. For me, these sit very good. I don't have hardly any play at all when I put them on, and they're on pretty solid. There's no way when you pull this pistol out will this come off. It has a hook right here. I've had more of issues actually taking it off at the end of the day than I've ever had of it moving at all while it sits on my belt. So it's very nice. It's made out of carbon fiber and impact modified nylon, so there's absolutely no maintenance, or you're not going to have to worry, you know, about it wearing out or anything like that. I don't even know what how long it would take to wear out, but I'm thinking decades, unless you're somebody that, like a competition shooter that shoots every day, or maybe the police or military. Even then, I can't picture this ever wearing out. The plastic on it, it's pretty durable. It's made to be pretty silent when you draw. Other than when you put it in, you push it in until it clicks. Other than that little clicking sound, it really doesn't make a lot of noise at all. All the hardware on it is all stainless steel or brass, so that's a good thing. The hardware isn't gonna wear out or corrode or anything like that. So here I have the Serpa. For my HK USP. As you see, you know, this is not a shirt I would wear for concealment, but you know, the holster does sit up high enough so that if you did have on a shirt, you know, it's not going to poke beneath it. I would wear something a little bit baggier than this to conceal. It does sit pretty close to your body, but not quite close enough for this shirt. So yeah, I'm definitely not carrying this. Or, you know, if I had a jacket on or something like that, I'd probably be fine. But as you see, I can acquire my target without taking my eyes off the target, and I can reholster. So that's a nice holster. I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard of this holster. Probably all of you have heard of this holster. Blackhawk Serpa. It's been around for a while. I know a lot of law enforcement love it. A lot of military guys love it. Nobody really carried it when I was in. I think I had one guy in my whole platoon that had a Blackhawk Serpa back in the 90s when I served. I really wish I would have had one back then. I know a lot of the guys carry them now. They're outstanding. I mean, you don't have to worry about somebody coming up and pulling it out. You know, it's there. You know, it's not coming out. And just to demonstrate, I don't have the add-on hooks for retention on my belt, but there's no pulling this out. You know, that's key for troops overseas, and that's why we wear lanyards a lot of times. A lot of the holsters you grab, it's easy for some dude to just come up and snatch it out of your waistband when you're surrounded by groups of people a lot of times. And we used to, in Somalia, we used to hand out food, and at these, a lot of times we guarded the care workers that were handing out food. But at these checkpoints, there was tons of people. I mean, we're talking hundreds, if not thousands of people, and they're all around you. It would be easy for somebody in the crowd to reach out, and if you didn't have the secure, somebody would snatch it. And that's why, like I said, we had lanyards to keep it in. This here, and I would, you know, for a military guy, I would still recommend a lanyard, but, you know, with this retention here, Serpa retention, it's outstanding. I really like that, so.